Begin at the 25. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Let's go. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now. And Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Did not hang on. And second down coming up. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. In motion comes the tight end left. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Joseph now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there. That's a first down. The Jets at 11-4 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 36 yards. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And some space here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown. Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time and film work, they translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that. Maybe they get this game tied up.
Come on, 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down and will go the other way to the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Touchdown! A big play there. 62 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
Wait for this.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Jones on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw again on second down. Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third down, here's Strong. And he's going to have a Patriots first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers now on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 36. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead out to 23 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Second and very short. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Straight ahead is Strong.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on ESPN.
2nd and 11 now.
To throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots get a bit closer.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. All again on 2nd down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
On the move pass past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during the game, cameras are looking down at their play sheets, and he wondered if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones got his man. It's Thornton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Give up the middle to Strong. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. They shakes him off. Flush. And he's brought down. Can't do anything but throw. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Rodgers now on 1st down. That one finds Pierce right side. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A give, running right is strong here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Jones. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They run it with Hall off the option, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
We are going to do this. We got this. Showtime. It's on. Stay on point, fellas. Let's go. Big 30. Team right. Get 300. Get 300. Get on the right.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4. Caught on the slant. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now the try here for the extra point. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he slings one that's incomplete. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.